No doubt, 21st century teaching and learning has its challenges, bringing forth a plethora of information and communication avenues via digital technologies. Whether we decide to open our eyes or keep them shut, our rapidly changing world will not stop. It will continue to spin, advance, and transform. Thus, it becomes our responsibility as teachers to prepare our students for this new age, where the social worlds of students and teachers alike can cross the classroom threshold in order to create meaningful learning experiences. 22 years ago, the New London Group created the term multiliteracies as a counterpoint or alternative to literacy in the singular to emphasize two important and related aspects of the complexity of texts. Multiliteracies emphasizes the multi, highlighting the variability of meaning making across different cultural, domain-specific, and social contexts. The growing influence of cultural and linguistic diversity has impacted our social worlds, affecting communications and labor markets on a global scale. This has impacted our social worlds, affecting communications and labor markets on a global scale. This has made language and sociocultural factors more critical at the local and school level. Multiliteracies include electronic literacies, digital literacies, print-based literacies, visual literacies, and techno-literacies. The term multiliteracies also refers to the multiple ways of meaning-making evident in today's digital information and communication media. Contemporary forms of meaning-making continue to become more and more multimodal, with visual, audio, linguistic, gestural, and spatial modes of meaning integrating into everyday media and cultural practices. These contemporary forms of representation led to the development of a pedagogy of multiliteracies, one that would focus on design as the grammar of meaning-making and with the social purpose of transformation driving it. The transformation of peoples as learners, workers, and citizens through the careful design of educational experiences. So how should educators develop multiliteracies through multiliteracy pedagogy? Multiliteracies reflect the concept of social construction, therefore making them as diverse as the societies that produce them. The New London Group developed a multiliteracy pedagogical framework comprising of 4 components: situated practice, overt instruction, critical framing, and transformed practice. Additionally, the Learning by Design framework indicates that students learn through 4 knowledge processes, including experiencing, conceptualizing, analyzing, and applying. Throughout schooling, students will engage with humanities and social science subjects such as history, geography, civics and citizenship, economics and business. These subjects involve the study of human behaviour and interaction in social, environmental, cultural, economic and political contexts. Both contemporary and historical perspectives from personal to global are the focus. As you all know, this broad range of subjects supports students to develop the ability to question, solve problems, communicate effectively, think critically, make decisions, and adapt to change as active and informed citizens. What a unique opportunity for our faculty to develop these essential 21st century skills. Cope and Calanter stated that literacy teaching is not about skills and competency. It is aimed at creating a kind of person, an active designer of meaning, with a sensibility open to difference, change, and innovation. Using geography as an example, the key geographical inquiry and skills as set out by the Australian curriculum can be aligned with frameworks of multiliteracy pedagogy and learning by design to illustrate how educators can develop multiliteracies through multiliteracy pedagogy. When developing geographically significant questions and planning an inquiry that identifies and applies appropriate geographical methodologies and concepts, teachers can incorporate situated practice and the knowledge process of experiencing. Utilizing available discourses, interests, experiences, and perspectives from students' life worlds and simulations of the relationships to be found in workplaces or public spaces, students can experience the known and the new as they begin to plan an inquiry. The second part of the inquiry involves students describing patterns in meaning as they actively involved in the processing specialized knowledge based on the distinctive concepts and theories of geography. Here, students learn meta-language relevant to geography as they select, collect, record, and organize relevant geographical data. Digital and spatial technologies can be utilised to represent multivariable data and spatial distribution. Explicit instruction and scaffolding will be appropriate during this stage to assist students to learn the technical points of working with, evaluating and representing data. The third stage of the investigation requires students to apply geographical concepts to synthesize information from various sources and draw conclusions based on the analysis of data and information, taking into account alternative points of view. Critical capacity is developed as students stand back from what they are studying and view it critically in relation to the context. Teachers need to allow for opportunities for students to explore causes and effects and interrogate the interests behind an action. The final stage of the inquiry requires students to present findings, arguments, and explanations in a range of appropriate communication forms, as well as reflecting on and evaluate findings of an inquiry to propose individual and collective action in response to a contemporary geographical challenge. Students apply their knowledge to real-world situations and new contexts, transferring meaning to work in other contexts or cultural sites. If these multiliteracy frameworks, combined with a rich and diverse range of multimodal resources, are implemented throughout an inquiry investigation, all students' learning experience have the potential to be balanced, equitable, and inclusive. All students should be given an opportunity to learn about the complexities of multimodal texts and to produce more sophisticated texts of their own. A quote from Clunan.